Today on Weekly Wire, we go inside the new Oltman Middle School,
find out more about the future East Metro Public Safety Training Facility,
plus meet a Cottage Grove woman who has become a staple around town. Hello, I'm Ann Schweisguth.
And I'm Justin Atkinson. Well, Woodbury Mayor Stevens was presented with the Elected Official of Note Award at the local government luncheon. Stevens was nominated for her regional leadership, serving as co-chair of the Region Council of Mayors, board member with the Woodbury Area Chamber of Commerce, and member of the Met Council's Regional Transportation Advisory Board.
Planning for the annual Monster Bash Halloween Parade in Cottage Grove is underway. The parade will be on Saturday, October 27th and starts at 10 a.m. Businesses, organizations, and others are encouraged to sign up to be in the parade. Trophies will be awarded for Most Creative, Halloween Spirit, and Best Group. The parade route will start at the 833 Service Center near McDonald's and travel to the District Program Center next to the Country Inn and Suites. Oltman Middle School has been part of South Washington County for 7 decades.
On Sunday, Oltman Middle opened its new building to the public located at 6625 Goodview Avenue South in Cottage Grove.
Your support has produced an amazing school for us, and the students here will be well served.
Everything was designed to help kids be successful in the world of work. We know that kids need to be able to work independently. We all do. It's not all about collaboration, so you have to be able to complete projects alone and independently. But you also have to be able to work well with small groups and large groups. And so we know that our kids will be best served by being prepared for that type of environment and thinking when they graduate from us after high school.
The color schemes and the fixtures, the configuration and the flow, even our furniture was selected to really encourage collaboration and conversation and community.
Stay with it, guys. Stay with it.
No detail was really left to chance. We really thought about what students wanted, what was best practice for teaching and learning, and we really got some input from a variety of different stakeholders, including our students and what they wanted to have in their school. I see students who are able to connect better during the day, as well as teachers who aren't feeling so isolated because of the very open concept that we have, and that makes for a happier place, I think.
R-A-I-D-E-R-S, Raiders, Raiders. Yay, Oltman!
We're very, very fortunate, and I couldn't be happier to be the principal here, and I'm just excited to see where we go in the future.
The former Oltman Middle School building is being remodeled in St. Paul Park.
The building is converting into the new Nuevas Fronteras Spanish Immersion School, where you can enjoy 2 upcoming free concerts at the Woodbury Central Park Indoor Amphitheater. The Minnesota Mandolin Orchestra will take the stage at 2 p.m. on Sunday, October 7th, and acoustic guitarist Zachary Scott Johnson will perform at 7 p.m. on Thursday, October 25th.
The Newport Library and Community Center has several free activities planned in October. On October 4th, you can stop by to make paper plate snakes. Then on the 15th, make a bread tag monster craft. And October 25th, enjoy painting a pumpkin. No registration needed for any of the events. Simply stop by and have fun.
You can now cast your ballot for the 2018 general election. Absentee ballots are being accepted between now and November 5th. Voters can visit the Washington County Service Centers in Cottage Grove or Woodbury Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. or on Saturdays from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. You can also request the ballot be mailed to you by the Minnesota Secretary of State.
Well, after years of working to secure funding and planning the project, the East Metro Public Safety Training Facility is getting ready to break ground in Cottage Grove.
Here's a word from some city officials on the new facility.
Hi, I'm Mayor Myron Bailey.
And I'm Mayor Mary Giuliani Stevens.
We're excited to announce the construction of the new East Metro Public Safety Training Facility,
a joint project between the cities of Cottage Grove and Woodbury.
This facility is a response to the need for dedicated public safety training facilities in the East Metro area.
The public safety and emergency response professionals in our communities have had to travel to outside locations or rent private facilities that are difficult to schedule or may not include all the components in one place that they need to train properly and safely.
As the Public Safety Director in Woodbury
And in Cottage Grove, we're looking forward to this new facility in our community.
the educational opportunities will not only benefit our police officers, firefighters, and paramedics, they will also benefit all the people we serve.
Located on 85th Street in Cottage Grove, next to the Public Safety and City Hall facility, this state-of-the-art center allows for scenario-based, situational training, and crisis-based training, all in our own backyard.
Cutting down on travel, rental costs, and better enabling our emergency response professionals to collaborate together in a safe and local facility.
The center contains training pods to be used alone or in sequence with one another.
These include reality-based training, virtual simulation, and a firearms range. There's also an outdoor area that allows us to work with our canines and emergency response training like vehicle extrication.
The building reflects how our communities train together
And how we support one another while we respond to emergencies.
I'm excited about the new East Metro Public Safety Training Facility. It's nice to have a safe place for training in our community. The firearms range will be available for use with firearms safety classes and other public classes like self-defense and CPR certification.
We're proud to be building this facility in our community.
This has been a wonderful collaboration among our cities and a fantastic effort to maximize our public resources.
We want to thank our legislators for the funding and our communities for their support.
Well, a lot of people are very excited to see that facility built in Cottage Grove.
That's right. It's going to be very beneficial for local law enforcement, firefighters, and paramedics.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, St. Paul Park residents may see some discolored and low pressure water over the next few days. Crews are currently flushing fire hydrants as a part of regular maintenance. Residents are recommended to check for discolored water before doing laundry. Also, it's a good idea for residents to run cold water from their taps for 10 to 15 minutes to clear sediments in their home.
The City of Cottage Grove is served by many residents who volunteer their time by joining various commissions and organizations. One of those volunteers has been making a difference in her community for many years. Let's meet Bev Gross.
You overcleaned it too good, and they're really getting done in a hurry. You did a good cleaning job. Volunteering is fun. I love it. That's good. We're at the Farmers Market in Old Cottage Grove, and it's by United Church of Christ. I've been at the Farmers Market here for 13 years. Mostly what I do is work in our little kitchen area that has brats, hot dogs, and people love root beer floats. It's a really, really good lunch.
There's one in the cemetery, and every year it loses its needles.
Was that good or bad?
Well, that's just the way they are.
I started out with history with my father because he was a great storyteller. And so my sister and I said, let's get busy and write stories about my dad. Well, then all of a sudden I got a call from a gal from the council in Cottage Grove, and she says, would you join our group? She says, we need you. So I did, and I'm stuck. And I've been there 16 years, and I volunteer. I go to a meeting every other month, and we talk about history things. Ferbers was one of the first family that lived in Cottage Grove. There's a barn, and it was built in like 1940, and this man that moved in there, his name was Vandenberg, he said, well, I need a big barn for my cows. So he built this huge barn. Well, then these people came to town and they said, we want to make a wedding place out of it. So we said, oh, okay. So we've worked a lot on that too, to tell them what we can do and what you can't do. And they're booked for the whole year because the people are loving the weddings at the barn. It takes a lot of time. My husband thinks it's time for me to quit, but I really don't like to. You know, it's fun, you know. Yeah, as long as I can do it, I want to do it.
Unless there's additions, otherwise I'll accept a motion.
If you're interested in joining a commission in Cottage Grove, visit City Hall or the city's website to apply.
If you live in St. Paul Park, you might want to mark October 7th on your calendar. The fire department will be delivering pizzas from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. from Carboni's. You get your food delivered by a fire truck, and the firefighters get 20% of the proceeds. Firefighters will also be at Carboni's serving tables and washing dishes during the football game. Now here's a quick look at some upcoming events happening around South Washington County you might want to check out.
Well, before we go, we just want to mention that this week we started taping candidate profile videos here at our studio.
Yeah, and for those profiles, we invite candidates for the local races into our studio, and we give them about 2.5 minutes to tell you about themselves and what they stand for.
That's right. Those are going to start airing on Channel 18 on October 15th. They'll be available until Election Day.
Yeah, you can also watch them on demand on our website, swctc.org.
That's right. So check them out. We'll see you next week.